Welcome back again. Well, we got a few extra little projects we want to work on some today. Got a little feed situation I need to work out. Got a little project with the chicken coop I want to work on. But real quick, first thing, we've been by Kim's mama's house earlier today and got a few surprises for the hogs and the chickens, and we're gonna try to throw them see if they like turnips today. I don't know. I know they're gonna like the turnip salad on the end, but I don't know about the turnips. Got that and some coddle leaves, and so we're gonna see if they like that today.
Coddle leaves?
Coddle leaves.
Try it out.
Go on in, young. Don't start rooting on me. You go on somewhere. Now there you come. Go on and eat. Go on. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, here in the chicken coop, it gets so messy back in the corner there where the chickens now roost at. And I go in there, let's take a look and see. But it gets so dirty back here in the back corner. And like I say, they're making such a mess. You can see on this roost where they're, you know, they get on this top rail and they make such a mess going down the wall, which I can't really do all about. But here on the floor, where it gets to be such a mess down here, it stays a little more damp. A little bit more moisture's right there. Like I said, this floor's got a coating on it that kind of helps prevent some of that, but it's starting to wear on a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this thing cleaned out, and I think I got an idea where I can put something back here on this floor so I can keep all this poop off the floor, and it'll be on something else to catch it. And that way it'll actually be easier when I clean it out. I can just drag that out and be a little easier to clean too. So hold tight, let's get this old chicken coop cleaned out. Alright, I've got my little pieces notched out from my 2x4s in there. Like I say, it ain't exactly perfect, but it don't need to be because it's going to be in the chicken coop. And it's to catch the poop, so it don't have to be exactly perfect. So I'm going to see if I can get this thing set in place and see how it's going to fit. I think that'll work pretty good for right now. So we're gonna go back and throw some shavings on top of it. That way when they let the poop fly, it'll land on top of that and the shavings, We can pull it out a little bit, slide it straight out of the barn, and to kind of protect the floor a little bit better.
Should have put that a long time ago when we first started.
Yeah, right, had stuff there. All right, well there it is. Hopefully that'll work out a little bit better. We'll see how that does when we turn the chickens in. I think it'll be a lot better. The chicken's never gonna know it's even there because it's covered up with the shavings and everything. And we're gonna see how that does, and I think it's gonna do good. Be easy to clean the coop out. Well, Elsie and Bella have done pretty good so far being back here with Buck. They're getting used to everything. Of course, Elmo, he's mad because he can't get in here and be with them. He lays at the fence a whole lot with them at nighttime and stuff, but it's just a part of the process. He'll get better as it goes on. But we ran into another problem with our feeding system. All this time we've had matter of fact, we've had, Maggie, get out of the pasture. Come here. You better get here. It's gonna shock you. It's gonna get you. Oh, duck. You got the duck under it. There you go, you big dummy. But for the longest time, we've had this trash can right here with Buck's feed in it. It's got another container on the inside that's got a screw lid to keep ants and things out of it, but then we keep it in the can too. But the whole time we've had Buck back here, we've had that can in the back corner of that shelter on the opposite side where he eats at every time. And he's never bothered it. Everything's been fine. But when we moved Bella and Elsie back here, we got their feed in this container. And the only thing that secures it is these two handles on the top. Top of twist and it pops right off. And there's your feed in the bottom. So for some reason, Buck found this container and he got it knocked over the other day. He knocked the two handles down, he got the lid off, he was eating all kinds of feed, which ain't supposed to be doing, which ain't good for him. So we had to set this bucket out here, get away from him. Well then, I guess he never seen it, but he noticed this can here. He started knocking the top off this can, beating it, banging it around, trying to turn it over, which he can't get the feed out of this because it's got a screw-in lid on it, so he can't get it out. So I thought about it the other day, and I think I've come up with a solution, and that way we can keep the feed outside the pasture so if they can't get in it at all. We're gonna keep it right here by the fence, but I don't want to leave it in a trash can in a bucket like that. I want to look a little bit better than that. So I think we'll come up with a solution. We went by Lowe's the other day, and they got these Suncast deck boxes. They're actually used for like storing like couch cushions and stuff for your patio furniture and that kind of thing. But they also work out pretty good for what I want to do with it today. We've got another one of these containers, which is a lot bigger, up at the other barn. We carry our trash off about once a week here. We don't have a service to come pick it up. We have to carry it off to our local landfill. And so we've got another one of these containers that's a lot bigger than this one under the shelter where the horse trailer's at. And we put our trash in it during the week. Mama puts her trash in it during the week, and then on Saturdays we carry it off, and it kind of keeps the trash in one place. No critters get in it, tear it up, make a mess, and it kind of contains a little bit better. So I got to think about it. I said, well, hey, why don't we get one of these deck boxes that's a little bit smaller and use it to put our feed in. So we're going to try to get this thing put together. We've got another container with a screw lid on it, so we can get rid of the white container there. We use it to put dog food in because we can keep it somewhere in the house or in the barn, and it'd be great for that. So we're going to try to get this thing put together.
Like, let me go. Thank you, sir.
Side B, side B, side B and side B. A back. C front. Bottom. Top. Okay. It's gonna be close. I ain't gonna be putting a bucket in there, but it's gonna be all right. So let's see, contents. Got the contents. All right, step one, apply Insert panel B into front of panel C. Push hard together to make sure they engage completely. Here you go. Hold that right there. All right.
Yeah, the bottom. Yeah, D. No.
All right, there's that part. It works pretty good. It's not as put together as good as our other thing, but it'll be all right for this right here. Okay, that'll work. I got that one in. Look out, Maggie. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Are you trying to help me? You just wanted a box here, don't you? What you want to box that for? Alright, look at it. I'm going to put you in the box if you don't quit. Ant-proof seal. That's good. We need that. Ant-proof seal. It's got a scoop in it. Alright. And these things here are pretty good. These are called Vittles Vault. This holds 50 pounds of feed. It holds dog food, whatever kind of food you got or whatever. But the lid's actually screw on and kind of keeps all the critters out of it. And so these are pretty good. It was like, how much was this thing? Like 50, about $45, I think. But this holds 50 pounds of cow feed, horse feed, anything, and it's just like the one we had for Buck already. And so these two things together is gonna fit in there just like that. Go ahead and pour the feed in it first. Woo. You don't want no cow feed. We've got water right. So we're gonna get some more cow feed in a few minutes and finish filling this thing up. What do I do to leave? Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. I don't like that. I don't like that. That one fit good. I don't know why that there's not fitting as good. Well, this didn't work out as good as I hoped it would. As you can kind of see, this corner over here, it won't close up. There it is. It won't close all the way down good because that lid is hitting right there. Like I say, so we took another trip back to Lowe's and we decided we'd go ahead and get us one like we had for our trash up in the barn over there. I know that's a really good made box there. The other box is a little bit smaller and it's not made as good. It's not for you, Genevieve. But this box here is made a lot better and a little thicker, a little heavier weight, so it's going to do better. So now let's see if we can get this thing put together real quick. All right. There's, I think, the floor. That's going to be the front of the floor. Top. Side. Front part probably. Back part probably. Uh-oh. Piece of metal on this one. Here's the instructions. Quit chewing the tape. Oh boy. This might be a little more complicated. Same as these that last one I had. It's got different hardware to it than what that last one I did had.
Baggy no.
Maggie, get out of there, Maggie. There you go. I knew that fence get you in a minute. Now you stay, you'll tell her who you're supposed to be at now. That's what you get. It's a whole lot better right here. Just put it about right. That kind of level. That's good. Alright. See, his over there in the middle. Or hers. Alright. There we go. Grab that bucket and probably that lead line there too, just in case we need it for anything out here. Yeah. That bucket with them scoops in them. Alright, so wash that hands over here, and wash this one over here, and this lady's up in the front. The brush. Oh, look at Maggie. Just go ahead and sit in the middle, I reckon be alright. And we'll just sit there. There's your cubs. You can't get in there, Maggie. Alright, there we go. It's a little harder to put together than the other one was, but it's a whole lot more sturdy. And I like it a lot better. Got plenty of room in here now. We got enough room for both feed tubs. Buck on the right, calves on the left. We got our little bit of feed bucket in the middle there. We actually carry it there to them, and we'll carry Bucky a scoop, which is in his container. You know, of course, we got our lead line in there. We got us a brush and a couple more scoops in there. So that's plenty of room there. We got room to put stuff in there if we need to later on, like some wormer or some other kind of medicine. So there it is. I think that's a good solution for our feed problems right now. It looks all right to me. And it's right here side the gate. That way they can't get in it, tear it up, and open it up. And I think that's going to work. Now for this little thing right here, I don't know. It's all right, I reckon. But as much as it costs, it ain't as good build as it should be. And they're the same company. But like I said, this in here is just made a whole lot cheaper. Like I said, it just snaps together, and that floor on the bottom, it snaps together, and it ain't snapping really that great, but it'll be all right. We can take it and put it in the cow barn. We use it to put Otis's cat food and maybe dog food when Maggie gets big enough to go in there to the thing. So we can use that for something else too. So all right, we got that done.
So tonight for supper we're gonna have cabbage and ham hock we're gonna have broccoli. And this is all fresh that I got from my brother out of the garden. So we got some broccoli steaming. And I'm using the air fryer to, we actually got some sausages cooking. So this is what we're gonna have for supper.
I got to have me some cheese on my broccoli. Put a little heat on mine.
This is what it looks like on plates. So we got some broccoli with cheese, some cabbage, and some Lincoln sausage.
Mine looks like a smiley face.
And then this is my plate. I had to have some homemade grape jelly.
What y'all doing this morning? Come on, Maggie. Come on. Maggie, come on. Come on, Maggie. Come on. Come on. Come on. Move back out, see, so she come on in. Come on in. All right, y'all, come on. Let's go eat. Come on. What are you doing? Get up under my feet now. Move. No. What are you doing, Buck? Huh? What are you doing? Alright, here's your food. Alright, go ahead. Come on, you two. Alright, Maggie, get back, let them eat. Get back, let them eat. What is it? What is it? You being a good girl this morning? You being, no, don't you jump on me. You being a good girl this morning? Feeding the cows? Huh? You being good? Maggie, you being good? You being good? Okay then. Well, it's been a few days since I talked to you last, and I tell you what, North Carolina weather has really took a turn again. You go out here one day and it's in the 70s, got thunderstorms, lightning and thunder and rain coming down. And the next day you turn around and you're down into the upper teens, low 20s overnight. And so it's not that bad out here this morning. It's probably in the 30s right now, which is not terrible. At least the wind's not blowing like it has been, so it's not too bad. But I just wanted to show y'all how these new containers for holding the feed have been working out for us the last few days. They're working out really good. The gray container, you know, we had to go back and get a different container because the extra feeder that we got that holds the cow feed didn't fit good in the little gray container. But there's another problem that I made a mistake on too. When I put the floor in that container, for some reason I wanted to put it from the bottom side. Actually, you flip that bottom part over and it fits down on the inside, so the weight on the stuff is holding it in place better. That's why the bottom kept coming out on me the other day. So I got that fixed. We put that container over in the cow barn. We got Otis's feed in it, and we got some brushes and things like that in it, so we can use that container too. But this other container has really worked out good. I know we've had some real heavy rain the other night. We probably got 1 7/10 inches the other night over here. And I come out the next morning to feed up. And this is how I normally leave it. I'll go ahead and put a little bit of feed in there for the calves. And I keep both other containers closed. But there was no water in that feed. Didn't leak anywhere. And this container's gonna work out pretty good, I think. And like I say, of course, with the wind we've had, I probably didn't blow away, but there's about 50 pounds of feed in each one of the containers, so that's not going to go anywhere. So if you got some similar issues like we had, like I say, this is a good container to use. And Maggie's done real good this week. I've been carrying her out every morning with me and every evening to feed the cows. And her and Bella and Elsie Mae have got along pretty good. There's a few near misses with some kicks there in the beginning, but they're all getting used to each other. We were here some yesterday with them, and they sniffed of each other and kind of eased around each other a little bit. And Maggie has gotten really good about not chasing them. She kind of wants to play with them and chase them a little bit, but if I tell her no, she stops and she sits down and she don't chase them. And so she's still young right on, but I tell you what, I think she's gonna be a pretty smart dog. And as she runs away. You can go do something else. You can go do something else. Can you see it? Oh, yep. You can come over here. My leg and see it. That's a good girl. She's a good girl. What are you doing, Elmo? What are you doing this morning, blowing and pawing the ground? What are you doing? You still mad because Bella and Elsie's back here? You still mad about that? Yeah. Yeah, but don't touch the fence because it's on and it's hot this morning. Pawing the ground. What are you doing pawing the ground? What are you doing pawing the ground? Or are you mad because you ain't got nothing to eat this morning? But I don't feed you till this afternoon. Them others are still growing. Don't give me that look. You want to put Maggie in there with you? Hey Maggie. Hey Maggie. You want to go in there with Elmo? Huh? Maggie, go in there with you. Alright, it's cold. I gotta go in the house. I'll see you in a little bit. Yes, they're eating, feeding you or not. I think that's what you're mad about. So that's going to wrap it up again for us on this video. We appreciate everybody liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you for all the comments that you're leaving for us and everything. We really appreciate all the feedback that we get. And again, we hope everybody's had a great start to the new year. Like it's the first weekend to the new year now, since this when this video is going to be posted. So I hope everybody's first week of the new year has been a great one. Ours has been pretty good. And we hope to see you on the next video. Can I help you? Hello? Maggie, what are you doing? What are you doing to my boot? You worse than the hogs out there. You about as bad as the hogs out there. What are you doing? What are you doing?